हमारा भाई यानी सरीरा या अल्लाह मेरे वालिदैन पर रहम फरमा जिस तरह उन्होंने हम पर रहम किया बचपन में। Today's chief guest, Mr. Rahim, keynote speaker, Mr. Suriya, council members, vice presidents, past presidents, members, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I welcome all of you to this second CFO conference hosted by IK. After a very successful conference in March, our chairman, CPD, Mr. Rahim was requested to organize another conference for our members in Islamabad and Lahore. These conferences are being organized at just the right time when the post-credit crisis world is in a flux and the rules of financial management are rapidly changing. This is not a conference for CFOs only. Our objective is to take on board top management executives from both the public and private sector. Before I say further, let me tell you, next year we are celebrating the Golden Jubilee year of our institute, and as Ms. Badia introduced me, this is my Silver Jubilee year of membership with the institute. As you all know that at IK we produce chartered accountants, and it is interesting to note that 80% of our members are employed in the industry and trade, that is, they are not involved in the professional practice. In past, accountants were perceived as munshis, but in the last 2 decades, there has been a major shift. CFOs have emerged as business managers, and their role has evolved to facilitate management and business decision making. I am sure that today's conference will not only give a wake-up call to CFOs to look for future challenges, but will also provide a formal forum for networking among CFOs and professional accountants in business. I am confident that renowned personalities like Mr. Rahim, Mr. Suriya, various speakers, panelists will enrich participants with their valuable experience and words of wisdom. You will note that in a world of instant communication and ever-changing business models, the traditional task of CFO is evolving. There are increased governance requirements, more regulations, more emphasis on documentation, more information from government, and limited opportunity for expanding business. An important task undertaken by the CFO is the compliance with the IFRS for preparation of financial statements, but generally that is not much appreciated by the employers. The need for IFRS stems from rising utilization and related need for single set of worldwide standards. Taking this opportunity, I would like to share a few concerns about IFRS which CFOs have. These are that IFRS are complex, lengthy, and hardly help in understanding business performance. These are the criticism, not the official statement of IKM, let me clarify you. Therefore, some of the CFOs have to prepare a separate set of account for internal users, and because of IFRS, CFOs have not made radical changes to their internal reporting. Let me tell you, I cannot imagine a business being run without budgetary controls implemented and monitored by management, and I cannot believe that a management can sleep without developing future scenarios. Therefore, standard setters may consider reporting summarized budgets and sharing strategic financial planning. At this occasion, it would be interesting to share with you a few highlights of a study carried out by Financial and Management Accounting Committee of IFAC in 2002 to foresee the role of CFO in 2010. Although we are in 2010, but I'll tell you a few comments which few experts said in 2002 about the role of CFO. Sten Fornell, CFO of Sony Ericsson in Stockholm, has suggested that by the year 2010, the use of title CFO may no longer be appropriate. He felt that it may be the time to change the name of CFO to something like CPO, Chief Planning Officer. He further felt that the CFO will be very much involved in a strategy formulation and strategy execution. Another expert, Angela, CFO of Nabisco in Canada, said that traditional responsibilities of the CFO are being transferred to IT function. It becomes more of an audit function than a doing function. The CFO is involved more in ensuring that the information is right rather than actually being involved in the process of creating information. Hence, talking CFO female said that accounting is going to be less relevant, and to keep a company afloat in difficult times, treasury and cash are the important things, not the book profit. The most important job a CFO has to ensure if the company stays financially healthy and can meet its obligation at any time. On this topic, Mr. Yaqub Sattar will further elaborate in his talk. John Connor, CFO of Microsoft, said people will have access to information in a way they never had in past. CFOs will have to get more coaching in communication skills. Dear members and participants, there are a lot of expectations in this modern era from the CFOs apart from their technical skills. As a result of demands placed on companies by shareholders, regulators, and public at large for increasing financial information, the CFO's role is shifting dramatically from a transaction manager to a communicator, a strategist, and a business leader. Technology, externalization of data, managing external relationships, and developing human resources are some of the key factors which the CFO must focus on in order to maintain its leadership position in the next decade. CFOs are often asking questions like, what should be the right operating model for finance? Or to what extent should finance limit itself to financial transactions, regulatory reporting, and compliance? To what extent should the CFO try to work as a true business partner and provide the rest of the business with the valuable analysis and insight into the current performance and future opportunities? Should finance drive enterprise level controls and performance management? I leave these questions to be deliberated in today's conference. Modern enterprises will be driven by transparency and accountability. The challenge for the progressive CFO is to recognize this and assume a leadership role in order to preserve his place in the mainstream business decision making. In the end, I would like to thank the organizing committee headed by Mr. Rahim, warmly supported by our VP North, Mr. Abdul, Mr. Rahim, Mr. Abdul, member from Northern Regional Committees, and other committee members. I would like to compliment the IKM staff at Islamabad headed by Ms. Usma Hayat for their excellent work in organizing this conference. I would also thank the sponsors, co-sponsors, media, and all the participants, and all the speakers, panelists, and the chief guests, and the keynote speakers.